baseball is next. And good evening, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to Missions Baseball here in the AA Texas League. Well, tonight, the fourth game of our six-game set between the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals and your Flying Chanclas de San Antonio. Don't forget, tomorrow night is post-game fireworks after the game, and as you may know, that it will be a good one. So stay around after the game tomorrow evening. Bark in the Park Sunday will wrap up the six-game set with the Naturals and Missions, and then it's on the road up to Corpus Christi beginning Tuesday through Sunday next week. So I'm joined in the booth by my partner Jonathan Baker, and we're about ready to get things started. So here he is. Let's bring him out. Well, thank you, Bob, and we'd like to welcome you into our live broadcast as we get set for this fourth game of the six-game set. Got to say, what a loss for the Missions as of last night. So far, the final score 8-7 as we ended 9.5 innings worth of play. San Antonio tries to come back but ends up losing anyway. And got to say, tonight's going to be another night for the Missions as we get set with this one. Cloudy night tonight, but anyway, so make sure you come prepared if it does get a little cool, or you may have that Slurpee that may make you cool where you put a jacket on. Yeah, I gotta say, John, absolutely right. Those Slurpees will make you feel like 40 degrees. Yeah, you got that right, Bob. Well, gotta say, we are ready to go here tonight as we got our two starters for Northwest Arkansas and San Antonio. We have Beck Way. He'll be pitching for the Naturals, and Lake Bacher pitching for the Missions here this evening. So, gotta say, we are going to go over your win and losses. This is the pregame show here tonight, and joined in the booth by my partner, Bob. So, good evening. Yeah, good evening to you too, John. Thank you for having us. Well, I got to say, up in Midland, I was going to say Amarillo, but the Sod Poodles are out in Midland as basically they evidently lost their first game against the Rockhounds. Amarillo 1-5, Midland 5-1, and they are tied up with the San Antonio Missions. And this one, Springfield having a doubleheader. They got rained out Tuesday night. And so far, this doubleheader tonight will be going at it. So game one at 5:05, a 30-minute in between rest. And then another 7 innings of baseball tonight for Springfield and Wichita, which that's pretty good right there. So far, the Cardinals are looking for their 6th of the season, and San Antonio looking for their 6th of the season here tonight in Missions Field. And so far, got to say, it's going to be a pretty good time as we get in and get this one underway here this evening. Well, tonight, the San Antonio Missions, their second debut game with the Flying Chanclas de San Antonio coming in, and gotta say it's going to be an awesome night here tonight, as it was yesterday. Both teams, the Northwest Arkansas Naturales and the Flying Chanclas de San Antonio, came out and supported National Car Week presented by our friends there at the All American Cars Association. And gotta say, pretty good on that one. Well, missions are about ready to take the field on this night. And so far, we are super excited that you guys are coming along as we get going here tonight. So, yeah, big crowd as everybody ready to go for this one. And pretty good on that. Well, Lake Bacher will get the call for San Antonio, and what do we know, Bob? Gotta say, his four-seam fastball might be the biggest mile-per-hour ratio that he's got, but evidently he's going to be pretty good here this evening. Well, Gavin Cross steps in for Northwest Arkansas, and we are about ready to go. Let's have a good time. Let's play ball, and that one is fouled in the way in the count now, 0-1. 7:15 our time as we get going. High fly in the air. Mortarella, shy of the mound, will make the play for out number one.
The second baseman,
Peyton Wilson coming in as he'll get ready to go for Northwest Arkansas. And a pitch. Right there and inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. San Antonio caps and flying Chanclas jerseys. What a great combination of these players tonight. Flying Chanclas Friday night, which we will have every season in the home games. And even in the away games as well. That'll be a strikeout, as that will be the first one for Lake Bacher. And that's going to bring in Tucker Bradley. He'll come in. 2 away, nobody on here in the top of the first inning here this evening. Right there and inside for a cold strike. It's 0-1. Well, we got your ball clubs tonight. Northwest Arkansas at San Antonio. Amarillo at Midland. Corpus Christi at Frisco. Wichita and Springfield tonight. 2 games. On a rain-out Tuesday, they're making up a doubleheader as we speak. Arkansas at Tulsa. And so far, that is your ball clubs this evening. No balls, 2 strikes to Tucker Bradley, as that's going to be high fly in the air, and that's going to get down up in the left for a base knock. So first one of the evening.
The first baseman, Dylan Schrum.
And that's going to bring in Dylan Schrum as he'll stride up, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Inside for a cold strike, and it's 0-1. Cloudy skies, temperatures at 79 degrees, so not a bad night, but evidently you may need a jacket this evening, as it'll get down to at least about 56 here this evening. No balls, 2 strikes to count. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he gets them down. That's the first in the top half. So no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, and it's no score through the top of 1. Beck Way, a righty from Pennsylvania, will get the start. What do we know, Bob? Got to say, he's got the same arsenal, a 4-seam fastball, which is 94 miles an hour, a circle change, a changeup, a slider. He's got 4 in the reservoir that he commands. Got to say, Bob, absolutely right there. And Steph, Well, that'll bring off the left fielder, Corey Howell, as he strides and hits one high right there, and it'll go foul. And boy, I tell you what, I thought that was going to stay fair, but evidently that stood corrected. And right there, look out there in the stands, as that'll go foul, and the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. And that's going to be high fly in the air up to center. And the center fielder will make the grab for out number 1. That'll bring up Jacob Marcy. Marcy coming in, ready to go. And the pitch. That one high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Well, 2 more games, Saturday and Sunday. Road travel day to Corpus Christi.
No, foul ball.
And that is going to be foul. The count now 1-1. We're back after our 6 games with Corpus Christi. We take on the Wichita Wind Surge beginning Tuesday, April 23rd
Nope, that's a ball.
through the 29th. And so far, pretty good as of that. Or April 23rd through the 28th, the 29th, which is a Tuesday. We are up in Arkansas. That one high and outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and on deck, center fielder Joshua Mears. Here's the pitch. That's hit to third, and he'll flip it right there, and that is out number 2.
Batting third, the center fielder, Joshua.
The center fielder is Joshua Mears, as he'll stride in. Ready to go. The pitch right there and in. That's a code strike. It's 0-1. That one right there in the middle, wasn't it? Yep. The 0-1. That one right there. Line drive up the left. That's a base knock. First hit for San Antonio tonight.
The first baseman, Nathan.
And that'll bring up Nathan Mortarella. And did he hold up? No, he did not. That goes appealed down by a strike in the count, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch. That one is outside. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. That one is high fly in the air, up to left center, and the catch will be made by the center fielder for out number 3. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We played 1 in this evening's contest, and it's up now to the top of the 2nd with no score. We're back as C.J. Alexander will step in, and we'll be ready to go. And for the top of 2 here this evening, it's no score through 1. This proud broadcast is brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides. If you want to book a horse ride online, visit West Creek Trail Ride San Antonio today, and you may get a great deal. But if you want to, you could visit at the ranch, and you pay a good $50 just to get in. Pretty good horses, friendly staff, and a lot more. They're also trained horses up to 20 to 25. Really good horses within that ranch. West Creek Trail Rides right off of 151 and Wiseman right here in the San Antonio Metroplex. Visit westcreektrailrides.com for more information on horse ride times throughout Tuesday through Sunday as they ride on the weeks. This proud broadcast is brought to you in part by also Dr. Pepper, as it will be the best drink and prune juice in America. Dr. Pepper, made in 1885. We're live in 3, 2, 1. Well, we welcome you back to Missions Baseball as we get ready for the top of the second inning for Northwest Arkansas. And gotta say, C.J. Alexander, a .259 ERA, and he's got a 3.01 on that opposite. Right there as the center fielder comes in ranging contact for out number one. Gerard Gonzalez coming in for Northwest Arkansas. Ready to go. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and that's the count now, 0-1. Boy, just love the combination of a San Antonio ball cap flying Chanclas uniform tonight. Northwest Arkansas in their normal road gray uniforms. And that's going to be knocked down. That's a base knock as the shortstop tries to gather that one. And that's going to bring in Joe Gray. Gray coming in for Northwest Arkansas. And he takes a ball outside. The count now 1-0. Gray averaging at a 314 on the opposition of a 414. Pretty good from Northwest Arkansas as they had the start of the season there at Tulsa. So far debuting their new looks, new logos and jerseys and all the above.
That's a ball.
And that one is high and outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 2-1. Right there in the inside. That's a code strike. And that's 2-2. So the first homestand will wrap up Sunday. Missions taking on the Wichita Wind Surge beginning Tuesday, April 23rd through Sunday, April 28th. And right there, the swing and a miss, and he gets them down. So 2 away here in the top of the second for Northwest Arkansas. Boy, pretty good right there as that will bring up River Town. Town coming in. He takes one high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0. Right there in the end, that's a code strike, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. 1-1, here's the pitch, swing and a miss. That's count now 1-2. One and two, one more time. Swing and a miss, and he gets him down, and he ain't happy about that. As that will do for this half inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left as we go to the bottom of the second. and it is no score through 2.5. Third baseman Graham Polly will lead us off as we will get the bottom of 2 on this evening ready to go here in this one. Missions Baseball returning right after this from our proud broadcast here, brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides, the new official sponsor of your San Antonio missions. So make sure that you guys book your trail ride for tomorrow and Sunday, as horseback rides ranging up to $50. Visit West Creek Trail Rides at www.westcreektrailrides.com. Also proud sponsors of San Antonio, we welcome in tonight Whataburger, made fresh for everybody for the city of San Antonio and surrounding towns. Whataburger served hot and fresh 24/7 for all Mission fans, and yes, for all Northwest Arkansas as well. Well, we get ready to go as we start the bottom half of the second with third baseman Graham Polly as he'll lead us off here this evening. Ready to go, here's the pitch. And that's going to be hit to first, and that's going to be out number 1.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Kai Murphy.
The designated hitter is Kai Murphy. Murphy coming in, ready to go. And he'll foul that one off. That'll hit the dirt. And the count now 0-1. 7:30 on this evening, and that's going to be high fly in the air up to right field. And that will be near the warning track for out number 2.
Batting seventh, the second baseman,
Second baseman Lucas Dunn coming in here and ready to go. Here's the pitch. That's high fly in the air. Boy, that's going to get down. That's a base knock. So pretty good right there, Bob. Yeah, I gotta say, John, it's getting pretty good. Runner at first, 2 away.
Ball 1.
And down and in, 1 ball, no strikes to the next batter, Ray Patrick Ditter. Coming in at an average 500 over a opposition of 700. 5 home runs, 11 RBIs. And they will throw him out at second, as that will do. Well, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. As we end 2, it's no score through 2. So we're back to the top of the third. When we come back, as Tyler Cropley will lead us off for Northwest Arkansas, it's no score for both Northwest Arkansas and the Missions. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, we welcome you back to Mission Baseball as we get set for the top of the third inning for Northwest Arkansas. And gotta say, we do have Tyler Cropley to lead us off as we are about ready to get things started in this one. Well, here's the pitch. We ready to go. Down and in, that changeup. 1 ball, no strikes. Probably a .167. Fouls that one off. The count now 1-1. $7:36 p.m. on this evening, and so far, if you're tuning us in, you're listening to us 101.9 FM/The Bowl or here on YouTube Live. We'd like to welcome you to the live broadcast of our live stream here tonight in San Antonio. That'll bring off the leadoff hitter, Gavin Cross. Cross coming in, ready to go. Here's the pitch to him. He'll take one and inside for a cold strike. That's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. The count, the pitch. That one high and outside, and the count even 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. As Alpy hit the deader and shortstop. Throw right there, right to the first. As they'll get him easily for out number 2. And right in time. Boy, a lot of cars going on Highway 90, and so far a lot of loud ones. Can hear them up in the booth, right, Bob? Yeah, I gotta say, a lot of cars make a lot of noises, and even one with a louder engine. Yeah, gotta say, Bob, absolutely right. Man, that's gotta be right there up the left. That's a base knock. Boy, they are really just trying to get up there and put this one in. And that'll bring in Tucker Bradley as he singled 1 for 1. Single in the first here for Northwest Arkansas. Here's the pitch. High fly in the air. Mears making the play, and he's got it to conclude this half inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. We head for the bottom of the third, and it's still no score through 3.5. So Brandon Valenzuela will come in the bottom of the third for San Antonio as we get set for that one. So no score as we are scoreless through 3.5 innings worth of play here tonight in San Antonio. We're back in 3, 2, 1. Well, we're about ready to go for the bottom of the third inning. Do apologize about that. As we get ready for the third inning, Brandon Valenzuela will come in as we're ready to start this half inning. Well, it looks like rain tonight, right, Bob, with all the clouds we're seeing tonight? Yeah, it does. I mean, as the sun goes down, we look at how gray the sky is. We could have a shower, maybe even a thunderstorm if necessary. I mean, it's a possibility. I'm not saying it is. That one right there to first. And that is out number 1.
Now batting, left field, Howell.
That'll bring in Torrey Howell, left fielder, as we get up to the top of the batting order for San Antonio. And the pitch. That one right there and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. That one is high fly in the air, up the left. And boy, is it gone! It is right out of here. Torrey Howell. And San Antonio takes the lead. As new score is San Antonio 1, Northwest Arkansas nothing. A 95.9 mile per hour exit velocity with a 376-foot fastball. Right fielder Jacob Marcy coming in as he takes a ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. And that's right there. Gloved by the first baseman. He'll step on the bag, and that is out number 2.
Center fielder, Joshua Mears.
Joshua Mears coming in. 1-for-1 single in the first inning. Pretty good tonight. As he'll take one inside for a strike, and it's the count now 0-1. Down and in near the dirt even for a ball. And the count now 1-1. Right there and inside. That's a strike. That one hit right there to the shortstop. They'll make the play, and that will do for this half of the third. But Corey Howell will get one on a solo shot. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. As we head to the top of the 4th, San Antonio up ahead by 1. Dylan Schrum leads it off as we start up the 4th inning for Northwest Arkansas. It is San Antonio 1, Northwest Arkansas nothing. We're about ready to start the fourth inning right here on the Missions Baseball Network. I've got to say, let's get started with this top of the fourth for Northwest Arkansas, as Dylan Schrum will lead it off here in the fourth. As we get ready to go, so take one outside, 1 ball, no strikes. One zero. That one right there and in, that's a code strike, and it's 1-1. Missions looking for their 6th consecutive win of the season, as that's going to be a swing and a miss, and the count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Ready to go. Swing and a miss, and he gets him down. So he'll strike him out right there. That'll bring in the 5th batter, C.J. Alexander. And the pitch right there and in. Code strike. 0-1. Hey, John, you all right? Yeah, I felt a sneeze coming, but I lost it. High fly up to right center, and that will be out number 2, as Caleb Marcy will take that one. It's Jacob, not Caleb. Take one inside for a strike, and it's 0-1. Two-way, nobody on. San Antonio up 1-0 over the Naturals. And so take one outside, high and out. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one. As he'll foul that one off. The count now 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And that is fouled off. The count now 1-2, still hanging on. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Again, he'll foul it off and still stay alive on top of that. One and two. And that's outside. 2-2. 2-2. Again, still staying alive. Two and two. Boy, there's a lot of foul balls through this half inning, as Harold Gonzalez just trying to find something he can hit worthwhile. Yeah, Bob, he's trying to, isn't he? Yeah, I would say that would be about 7 balls that he hit, and it's all fouls in all of them. And right there, strike 3, as they'll get him caught looking. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. As we head midway through 4, it's 1-0 San Antonio. Nathan Mortarella will lead us off, bottom of 4, where the Missions hold the top of the lead by 1-0 against Northwest Arkansas. Well, we're about ready to go for the bottom of the fourth inning for the Missions as we get set for this one. And now here we go back at the ballpark for the Missions Radio Network. Well, thank you, Bob. We welcome everybody to this bottom half of the fourth inning. And boy, yeah, I gotta say, the sky looks ominous as nighttime fastly approaches. Sees right there, strike two, swinging. As that's the count now, 0-2. The 0-2. That one is high fly in the air. And up to center is the left fielder. A center fielder will call him off to make the play. Graham Pauley coming in as he ground out in the second is 0 for 1. And that's going to be lifted high fly in the air. And that goes to center. And that will be out number 2.
The designated hitter, Kai Murphy.
That'll bring up Kai Murphy. Thinking there's a little rain coming out of them clouds? Or you think so, huh? Well, I know so, because if a sky like that looks so ominous, then, yeah, it could have a little rain. Down and in, it's no balls, 2 strikes. 7:55 on this evening. And right there, that's 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to count, and that's going to be foul. Count now 1-2. 1-2, one more time, and that is strike 3. They get him. So 4 innings in the books. As we head for the 5th, it's a San Antonio 1-0 lead over the Naturals. Joe Gray will lead us off top of the 5th inning. When we come back, it's 1-0 San Antonio against the Naturals. We're back at 3, 2, 1. Well, do apologize for that long wait as we got more baseball ahead this evening. Yes, we were playing a game on the scoreboard. And boy, we had some lucky contenders here this evening as they played out. Well, we're the top of the fifth inning for Northwest Arkansas as Joe Gray will lead us off here in the top of the fifth. Here's a pitch right there in the inside corner. That's a code strike, and it's 0-1. Still a 1-0 ball game. San Antonio holding the lead for now and doing pretty good with Lake Bacher now up to 50 pitches, but through the first 51 thus far. No balls, 2 strikes. Right there, strike 3. Gray ain't happy as he's talking with home plate umpire Jeff Andrews. And I don't blame him if he's not happy, but he goes down looking, so that call cannot be arguable. Rivertown coming up, 1 ball, no strikes to him. Now, I've said it for years on Edge, if you get caught arguing a ball or a strike, you will be subject to ejection and a $2,000 fine. So pretty much you will be sent back inside the clubhouse, and pretty much you'll just have to enjoy the rest of the game on the big screen TV down there. 2 balls, 1 strike, as that was a great hold-up by Town. And that one right there for a ball, and the count now 3-1. Tyler Cropley, a .167 over a opposition of 310. Coming in, and that's got to be high fly in the air. Left fielder Howell makes pursuit of that fastball, and that is for out number 2. Tyler Cropley 0 for 1, a fly out in the third, strides up. It's ready to go, and so far pretty good. Now one outside, 1 ball, and no strikes. One no delivery. And that's got to be high in the air. And he'll catch that one as he'll hit the wall. As that will do for this half inning. Well, no runs on a hit, no errors, 1 left. And to the bottom of the 5th we go. San Antonio up by 1. So we'll get ready to go in the bottom of the 5th as second baseman Lucas Dunn will lead it off here in this one. 74 degrees, cloudy skies as we go through the evening. And so far, nice night for the ball game. Just nice and mild. Hope you brought a jacket because you might need it, as temperatures should get down to the lower 60s, maybe even a possible 50 degrees. So hopefully you are all good at the ballpark tonight. We'll be right back, and this proud broadcast brought to you in part by West Creek Trail Rides, Dr. Pepper, Whataburger, Taco Bell, Henry's Puffy Tacos, and so far a lot more in our special broadcast to our sponsors watching the games tonight. Well, gotta say, they might be watching games on the big screen, and so far, hope everybody is enjoying themselves tonight. All the horses out there might be watching their little TVs and stuff as they lay down, eat the hay. I don't even know if they think they know what a TV is. I don't know if they do either, John, but really they probably don't. No, gotta say, you're probably right, Bob. But anyway, we are going to have a pretty good night tonight. Our next 3 games here against Northwest Arkansas. And we are wrapping up the series against these 2 ball clubs at 1:05 p.m. Sunday afternoon. So don't forget, come on down and have a good time as we have Bark in the Park Sunday and be our final game before our 6-game road trip to Corpus Christi. And we are back on Tuesday night, April 23rd versus Wichita. And so far cannot wait for us to return for our second homestand of 2024. Well, we are ready to go. Bottom of the 5th inning as second baseman Lucas Dunn strides in. So here we go as that's going to be line drive up the center. That's a base knock. It's pretty good right there as he hits that one. Ray Patrick Ditter next up to hit for San Antonio. And that's going to be right there. Go Pat. Boy, howdy, look at that. Whoa. 6 for 3 double play. He gives it to him. And we are going to look at that as he'll flip it out of his glove, right to the hand, and right to the first baseman. That is a 6-4-3 double play for Northwest Arkansas. And I was going to say San Antonio, but evidently they are caught kicking a double play in that one. So the run is erased, and that's going to be hit to the second baseman, right to first, as that'll do for this half inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left on. As we head for the top of the 6th inning, it's still a 1-0 ball game for San Antonio. When we come back, as Gavin Cross will lead us off here in the top of inning number 6. So 1-0 Missions in this one. Well, about ready to go for the top of the sixth inning for Northwest Arkansas, as Gavin Cross leads it off for the Naturals. And the pitch. Take one right there and in, and that's the count now, 1-0. Or correction, 0-1 the count now, the Cross. As he takes one right there, and the count now 0-2. The 0-2. High fly in the air. Ditter, just shy in the middle of second and third, makes a play for out number one.
The batter, second base,
Peyton Wilson, 1 for 2, single in the third. It's ready to go. The pitch, swing and a miss. And the count now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. The pitch. High in the air. And that's going to get fair. That's a base hit.
the left fielder, Tucker Bradley.
That's going to bring in Tucker Bradley. And we got to see just exactly where that ball is. And yeah, it's fair. Look at that. Wow. That ball is in play, and that was a RBI single opportunity to the first base area. Yeah, right there in the inside. A code strike. It's 0-1 to Tucker Bradley, who was a 1 for 2, a single way back during the first inning. And pretty good right there. Yo, 1. And that's going to be right there. Boy, pass to Lake Bacher, and he gets him. Boy, close reaction there at first base. First baseman will pass over to Lake Bacher. Boy, good play out there by the starter. And pretty good. Here's Dylan Schrum now, 0 for 2. As that will go foul. The count now 0-1. Here's a pitch. That's down and in. It's 1-1. Wilson going at second base. Couldn't even get in there, but that will be a run in to score, as it will be tied up at 1-1. And we're going to have a pitching change now, as Luke Montz is coming out and about ready to go. Jose Luis Reyes coming out, as that will do for the starter, Lake Bacher. So pretty much he worked a pretty good time here tonight. And so far he wished he could have stayed in, but after 6 2/3 innings, he will be headed for the bullpen. And there is Jose Luis Reyes, as he's a 95 on the four-seam. Slider, changeup, two-seam fastball in the arsenal that he's got. And he'll be starting up his relief pitching here for San Antonio. And here's the pitch. That one is outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Northwest Arkansas perhaps needs a another victory, as they did last night against San Antonio, winning in a final score of 8-7. So right there in the end, 1 ball, 1 strike. This game tied up. It's anybody's ball game after the, well, I will say, the end of this one. It could be somebody's ball game. But right there, 1 ball and 2 strikes to C.J. Alexander, the pitch. And that is fouled off. The count now still remaining at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2. Right there, strike 3. And get him down, as that will do it. So a run in to score for Northwest Arkansas, as they have a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. As we go now, bottom of the 6th, it's tied at 1. As Corey Howell, the left fielder, will come in. And it's a 1-1 tied ball game here in San Antonio. Well, about ready for the bottom of the 6th inning for San Antonio, and that'll bring up Corey Howell, the left fielder. And we turn it now back over to Jonathan as he'll get us started, bottom of 6. Thank you, Bob. We welcome y'all back to Mission Spaceball as the left fielder Corey Howell comes in. Here's the pitch. That one is right there, but that will go foul. And boy, sounds like you can hear that pig saying wee, wee, wee up there in the audience. High fly in the air, and that will be an infield fly. First baseman will make the grab, and that will be out number 1. Oh, Jacob Marcy coming in. 2 ground outs, 0 for 2. Trying to get this game untied as Northwest Arkansas, top of the 6th inning, score in a run on 3 hits. That one fouled in the way. The count now 0-1. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Down and in, ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
So 2 balls and a strike. Already this inning alone, 5 strikes, 2 balls for Beck Way. And the pitch. That's going to be line drive. That's going to get down extra bases. And he's going for two. And that's a Taco Bell double. Boy, he just run right over there. And that'll bring in center fielder Joshua Mears. And that'll go up the right. That will not be allowed for the base hit.
Now the first baseman.
And that'll bring in Nathan Mozzarella. Mozzarella coming in, looking to get a base hit and make this game a 2-1. And that's going to get down. That's a base knock. In to score from second. And it's a 2-1. Boy, pretty good for San Antonio. And as you look at where that ball was, that was a pretty well decent ball. Yeah, it was, Bob. It was really good. Third baseman Graham Pauley coming in. And ready to go. That's going to be line drive. That's going to get up extra bases. And he's coming home with it. In to score. As the Missions pick up two on an RBI double. And we're going to have a pitching change for the Naturals. And got to say, that'll do for the starter here tonight. Well, giving up 3 runs exactly, but he will be in charge or get a L in this one. Jonah DePoto, 4-seam fastball, slider, 2-seam fastball. But fastballs will always come in high counts, like 96 miles an hour. And gotta say, they're pretty fast if you look at them. Yeah, gotta say, John, absolutely right about that. And that's gonna be lifted high fly in the air, and that will be up to the right field area as they'll make the play. 2 runs for San Antonio added to their bunch. As we go now to the top of the 7th, it's 3-1 San Antonio against Northwest Arkansas. We're back for more Texas League baseball when we come back as we start the top of the 7th as Harold Gonzalez will lead it off for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. It is 3-1 San Antonio. About ready for the top of the seventh, right here for the San Antonio Radio Network. Well, we're about ready to go as Harold Gonzalez steps in for Northwest Arkansas. Gotta say, pretty good. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. We're underway.
0-1.
As that's a code strike, 0-1. 9 outs remain for Northwest Arkansas. So far, 6 remain for San Antonio. And that's going to be right there. And he'll pass, and they got him. Boy, what a play there at first. He'll knock it down, but he comes in. Boom! Get him right there. Pretty good play. Man, close one. Just right there, a footstep. And now Joe Gray. As that's going to be right there and up to left field. That'll roll to the base of the wall. And that's going to be a 1-out double. That'll bring up Rivertown as he strides in. It's ready to go. Here's the pitch to him, and he'll take that one inside. And the count now 0-1. Runner at second. Tying run at the plate, that is Rivertown. As he'll take one right there and in for a code strike, it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be right there. And that's going to get runners at first, at third. And boy, San Antonio's trying to keep things at bay with them having the front lead early. 3-1 as San Antonio lead the 2. Here's Tyler Cropley as he will hold up, but it doesn't work for a code strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Chop that foul, and he'll see another one. No balls, 2 strikes. Ready to go, the pitch. That one is high fly in the air. Howell in pursuit makes the grab. Here comes the run, and in to score. It's a runner at third, as it will be chipped to a 1-run ball game. Gavin Tross 0 for 3, pop out in the 6th inning. 3-2 our score. San Antonio leads the 1-run ball game against the Naturals. The 0-1. And that one is foul. The count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. And that is foul, and the count now 0-2, still hanging on. Gavin Cross coming in, and that's going to be right there, and that'll be first and second now. Tying run, go ahead at first, and boy, it's probably going to be a decision if they get in more runs and try to catch up to San Antonio in this one. Peyton Wilson coming in, strides as he'll take one, a changeup, and the count now 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Fouls that off, and the count now 0-2. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Get them down chasing. They'll get a run. And I will say it is a close one here tonight as the Naturals trail one. San Antonio up one, 3-2 as we play Take Me Out to the Ball Game in this one. Lucas Dunn, the second baseman, will come in as we'll start the bottom half of the home seventh straight ahead. San Antonio 3, Northwest Arkansas Naturals 2. We're back with Texas League Baseball right now on San Antonio Radio Network. Well, bottom of the seventh as we get things started here for San Antonio. Second baseman Lucas Dunn coming in for the Missions. And that's going to be hit right there. The second, the first, they get him easily. And that's for out number one. Ray Patrick Ditter coming in for the Flying Chanclas. They say our last night being a Flying Chanclas till we meet again in our next homestand against Wichita. And right there, out number two. Brandon Valenzuela coming in. It's ready to go. And here's the pitch. Right there, that's inside. Emilio Marquez, Christian Chamberlain coming in for Northwest Arkansas lefties to warm up in the bullpen. That's going to be right there. Line drive up to center. And that will be for out number 3. Well, we played 7 innings here tonight as the Missions lead 3-2 against the Naturals. We're back after this with Tucker Bradley to lead off top of the 8th inning for Northwest Arkansas. It's 3-2 San Antonio. Well, about ready to go. We got Texas League ball scores coming in. As so far, we got to say that Springfield and Wichita had a doubleheader. And got to say, they won their 6th of the first of a doubleheader. And got to say, 6 wins straight for Springfield. So Wichita will be 1-5, Springfield 6-0 for the Wichita win surge. Got to say they're already up to their 2nd game of the doubleheader as they end 2, but Wichita is still up in the lead by 2-0 on a no-hitter. So Win Surge trying to capitalize the first game of this doubleheader. So final score reads the Springfield Cardinals 3, Wichita 1, as pretty much that will be a 2-run difference for Springfield to win that one on. I got to say, John, absolutely right. Boy, Springfield doing really good, 6-0 for their start of the season. They had the first 3 games there at All-American Ballpark up there in Arkansas. They swept them 3, and they're coming back and taking 3 more against the Wichita Wind Surge. And boy, 6-0, they have not lost a game, and so far that's why they'll be 6-0 for the first place position in the North Division. Got to say, that's absolutely right there, Bob. And got to say, we got to pretty much look at other Texas League scores. Arkansas is at Tulsa tonight. They are 3-0. The Arkansas Travelers, 2-4 for Arkansas. Tulsa, 4-2 of the year for the Tulsa Drillers. So Arkansas leads that ball game at DCJ Field. Arkansas Travelers 3, Tulsa Drillers nothing. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors for the Travelers. For Tulsa, it's no runs on 4 hits, 1 error for the Drillers. We got to look at Midland and see where the Rockhounds are. And Midland leads Amarillo just a run in the top of the 5th inning for the Rockhounds. And so far, pretty good there at Franco Park. Well, we get ready for the top of the 8th inning for Northwest Arkansas. Tucker Bradley. I did call him Tucky Bradley, but that would be the biggest insult ever. That one high fly, and that'll be the count now, 0-1. The 0-1. High in the air as right fielder Marcy will grab that one, and that is out number one.
Now back, the first baseman,
Dylan Schrum coming in as he's ready to go. And the pitch. That's right there and in. That's a code strike. It's 0-1. No balls, one strike. The pitch. Down and in. That's in there for a code strike. And it's 0-2. Oh and 2. And that one right there hit the Paulie. That would go foul. Here's the pitch. And the changeup down and in. It's 1-2. One ball, two strikes to count. The pitch. One and two, one more time. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's a base knock.
Now back, third baseman, C.J. Alexander.
That'll bring up C.J. Alexander. And that's a pitch clock violation. That's one ball, no strikes. Here's pitch. So that's right there and in. And the count now 1-1. One ball, one strike. And he's going to try to steal. Howell in pursuit, makes a grab. And that is out number two. That'll bring in Gerard Gonzalez. As he strides up next. And the pitch. High in the air. And that'll go foul. No balls, one strike. The pitch. And boy, look out. That one just dusted him off the plate. And we're going to have a mound visit, as that will do for this first reliever. And that'll bring in Nolan Watson, who was pretty much a fastball thrower. And so far, needing a lot to get out of this half inning. One more out needed for the bottom of the eighth inning. And that's going to be right there. And that, oh my goodness, that's going to get by him. As that'll plate the runner from first, and it's a tied ball game at 3. Boy, what a way to get that going. As that's a fair ball right there, just shy of the foul line. And now got the go-ahead run. Getting up at the second base area. And that will do. Gerard Gonzalez will tie up the ball game, as that will be a 3-3 tie as we head for the bottom of the 8th. We're back with more baseball on this Friday night, and it is 3-3 a tie. We're back with Texas League Baseball as we get set for the bottom of the 8th inning. Left fielder Corey Howell coming up. Thank you, Bob, and we welcome you back to Texas League Baseball. 3-3 or tie as San Antonio tries to avoid a defeat here this evening. Right outside, 1 ball, no strikes. As pretty much it is trying to be an unbroken game. And there you go. There's a run in to score, a home run by Corey Howell, his second of the night, as the Flying Chanclas take the lead. It's 4-3. So pretty good right there. Christian Chamberlain will be getting in for the relief position for Northwest Arkansas. And gotta say, he is the second reliever in a switch around. Jacob Marcy coming in. And that's going to be up the center. That's a base knock. We're getting pretty interesting on this evening, John. Yep, it sure is. Joshua Mears coming in as he's the center fielder. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And up the left as he'll make the grab. We're out number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Nathan Martorella.
Had to bring in Nathan Martorella. 1 for 3, single RBI and a run. And the pitch. That one high and outside, 1 ball and no strikes. So Anthony Seminelli and Emilio warming up there at the bullpen for Northwest Arkansas. And ooh, ow! That got him, and they will not get him. And that will get him right in the pelvis. Well, I hope he's all right. And we're going to take some time just to see if he is okay. And yeah, he's still functioning pretty well. Took a direct hit right there on the spleen area. Graham Pauley, the third baseman, 1 for 3, double RBI, first and second. 1 away, 4-3 San Antonio here in this game. And a pitch. That is right there. Up to second. And they get them both, as that will be a double play. Corey Howell will get a run in to score on a We're back with more baseball right after these commercial messages. Proud sponsor. Yes, thank you, Bob, and welcome in. Our proud sponsors tonight for San Antonio Missions is West Creek Trail Rides, as I said, 151 and Wiseman Road, here outside the Metroplex of San Antonio. And gotta say, pretty good for horseback riding. Check out their website at www.westcreektrailrides.com and book your reservation now to go on horseback riding or take a class if you want your little ones to know how to ride a horse, which is pretty good. Gotta say, tonight a new episode of Horseback Riding Adventures has dropped. check that out as well, as pretty much we'll have new episodes till May 15th as we get ready to conclude the first season of the best show ever. The series is renewed for a second season to be determined on a release date. So we will indeed get things going, hopefully in November, as we'll have a second season ready to go. All right, top half of the ninth inning for Northwest Arkansas. Rivertown stepping in. 1-run lead for San Antonio here this evening, and that is going to be inside. And the count now 0-1. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and he'll swing and a miss. And that is the count now 0-2. Close game tonight for this one. And boy, that's going to be a missed ball right there, as that will be a no-out double for Northwest Arkansas. And that'll bring up Tyler Tropley. Tropley coming in, ready to go. They tried to pitch and get him off a second. But anyway, that ain't going to work. You're going to have to get him fooled by getting full tight ball and stuff. That one is high fly in the air, and that will go foul. Well, the count now 0-1. 0 for 2 tonight. Sacrifice RBI by Tropley. And the pitch. High in the air. Howell in under it. And he's got it for out number 1.
The center fielder, number 12, Gavin.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Gavin Cross coming in, ready to go. Inside for a strike, and it is 0-1. The 0-1. That is popped foul. Count now 0-2. 0-2. And right there, Pauly picks it up, and he'll give it right to Mortarella at first, as if they are down against it. As one more out, it'll be San Antonio's ball game here tonight. Missions, if they win, it'll be 6-1. Northwest Arkansas will be 1-6. So, pretty much for the Naturals, the start of their season, it has not been good, as they lose up to 6 ball games in the start of last week's series against Tulsa and a few against San Antonio. High fly in the air. Mears gets under, and that's the ball game. So San Antonio winning on a run. Northwest Arkansas will lose to their 6th. And what a night for a lot of fun. But got more during this homestand. Final score 4-3 as San Antonio wins it by a run. Gentlemen, one and all, this bud's for y'all. So tomorrow evening at 7:05 is our first pitch, and we hope to see you again tomorrow. So have a good night, everybody.
victorious Missions. 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. For the Naturals, 3 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.